Welcome to a Business After Hours here with the Mason City Chamber of Commerce. Our guest today is Christina Crum, and you are from the Hogan Bremer Moore Colonial Chapel, right?
Correct. Yes,
It's
and
great to have
Memorial Park Cemetery.
you. Memorial Park Cemetery. Yeah. What do you actually do, Christina?
I manage the cemetery office. I sell headstones, burial plots, niches in our columbarium. We give tours, um, and I do the billing for our crematory that's on site, as well as some of our marketing stuff, and then organizing any events that we have. And I oversee another girl that also desire that helps me with some of the sales.
Right. Can you tell us who Hogan Bremer and Moore are? I've been here for years. And I know it's been Hogan Bremer for a long time. I don't know when Moore came along, but can you kind of
Um,
give us a little background on all that?
yeah, about 2020, 2021, Dave Moore, he is an active funeral director. He purchased a Colonial Chapels, which was a consistent of several different funeral homes and Memorial Park Cemetery. So
Okay.
he does have ownership in Hogan Bremer is a funeral home downtown by the post office, just on the backside by the parking lot there.
Okay.
Um, and they are a full service funeral home. We can do things just as little as a simple cremation to a full on funeral. We just have kind of a little bit of an extra where we can combine some of our services and make it easier for families because there's ownership in a cemetery that he makes it easier for people to have everything in one place. But he did take ownership about 25 years ago.
Okay. Okay. I know they've been around and staple here in Mason City for a long time.
And he's worked for the previous owners.
Oh,
Like he's been in and out since he's about 17 years old. So
my goodness. I bet the most common question you get or any of those guys get is, how do you do what you do? I
um,
would think. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of questions in the funeral business, but you know what I mean?
right.
It's like, how do you do what you do?
Well, I think that the funeral directors probably have the harder part of the job,
Yeah.
being that they're the ones that are directly sitting with the families. I feel like when it gets to the cemetery, we're kind of the people you see after. So I would say I probably don't have as hard of a job as the funeral directors do. But
Yeah.
I think when you have a general love for humans,
Yeah.
this is definitely a job that not everybody knows these answers, and having somebody to advocate for you, um, even if it's just a matter of answering questions so you could get a jump start, is a benefit some people really don't know we have. You don't have to
Mm.
pay to ask us questions, so you can get informed to make the decisions that you want to make for your family and yourself.
I think it really takes a special person to the whole art of consoling, and just caring. I mean I think that's special. I think it's great, that and they've been doing it for a long time too.
That's
So
right. I've
yeah.
only been here for about 7 years, but they've been going strong for a long time.
Well, we got Business After Hours coming up here on March 13th, and that's this Thursday already. And
Right.
it's going to be a what? At the sports page.
It is,
Okay.
just because of the type of business we have, we couldn't
Yeah.
ensure that we had a space, so we wanted to do something a little bit different. We have some great prizes to give away, a
Okay.
3-month membership to the Iron House Gym, some Yetis.
Okay.
Um, we have a couple other gift certificates, some movie theater passes. We're excited to thank everybody for, you know, really helping our business and,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
just
I
want to
think
give back.
that's great. Sports page, a fun place to be too. And yeah, the prizes, that's good. I wouldn't think that you would give away a cremation or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of cremation, that's more popular now.
It it's really been more popular. People are just kind of spawning off of it, doing just different things to, you
Right.
know. And when you have a full service, people expect certain things of a full service. When you start adding different things to cremation, people start paying a little bit more attention to it. But again, whether somebody just wants something simple or full on elaborate.
Yeah.
I mean, we really make it all happen.
You got
Um,
it. You got it.
and they do something very cool now, which I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this, Harrio, but you said cremation, and Parting Stone was on Shark Tank almost 2 years ago, and we are a vendor with, or they are a vendor of ours. And you're pretty much taking your cremains, and they come back as stones. And so I'll have a small
Stones.
little display of that for people to ask some questions on our table at the after hours.
Wow. So they what? Turn the ashes into stones?
Correct. Yep. So
Wow.
like a full set of cremains is going to get you back like 40 or 60 stones. But you don't need to do the whole set. Some people want to bury some, and like the old traditional way, some people would have funerals and they would, leave with a shirt or a memento or something of that
Hmm.
person. And this is just kind of a way to have cremation, but still be able to, you know,
I can see a lot of
create
people doing
relationship.
that, and
Yeah.
then
Have
I don't know.
something to
And
have some.
maybe the whole family then can share some stones, I guess, on their
Right.
mantle or whatever they want to do. So,
Correct. There's just so much new things, into
yeah.
jewelry.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it's good to ask those questions, and we're always here just to ask questions.
Another interesting question, it would be technology. How has that become involved with the funeral business, I guess? Technology. And are you
If
I'm
you
not
don't
I
if
guess
you
I
don't
guess
particularly want a relationship kind of purchase, let's
yeah.
just say it's something that you have to do, but you don't want to talk to people about it, you can just go on
Mhm.
one of our websites and answer some simple questions, and ultimately just
Yeah.
prepay with very minimal
Cuz
interaction.
honest to God, I think I'll bet you we see some 3D action one day. I mean, just to be able to have a 3D image of the person, I don't know, but I think
I mean, now we actually have little QR codes on our headstones that you can click and read about
see?
the person. And so,
Yeah,
with the
that's what I
QR
meant.
codes on the headstones, with
Yeah.
the ability to buy your funeral stuff online, making
Mhm.
it really easy. You can buy any services through Memorial Park, even through just something simple as an email. Um,
That's wow.
so, for those people that don't really want to interact with people, we try to allow technology to make it easier for those people to make purchases too. But we love to see people so we can
Yeah,
answer those questions so they know
exactly.
all of the answers before
Yeah,
they start
everything's
clicking
changing all
buttons.
the time, and anything you can do above and beyond, why not? It's
Right.
yeah. Christina Crum is joining us here, Business After Hours from the Hogan Bremer Moore Colonial Chapel here in Mason City. It's going to be at the sports page, 4 to 6. I'm going to bring Kelby in here for a minute. And Kelby, it's another great Business After Hours this Thursday. Be there. We've got a jackpot going on.
We do. Our progressive drawing is up to, I think, $200. So now's the time to definitely show out and show up for our business after hours event. But one biggest thing is like Christina has been taking a lot of time and effort into making this really special. So it will be a lot of fun with networking and stuff. And we also have our 50-50 raffle too. At the end of the night, you win half the pot. So, and you don't have to be in attendance for the 50-50, but you do need to be present to win our progressive drawing.
That's great. It's this Thursday. It's March 13th, 4 to 6, sports page. And let's talk about a couple of other things that are happening. Egg breakfast just around the corner.
Yes, our egg breakfast is on March 27th, Thursday. Doors open at 7. Omelets start going at 7:30
Mhm.
with our programming, which is a panelist of different folks in the egg business field.
Where's that at?
Starting, it is at the North Iowa Event Center.
Okay.
And so it'll be out there.
All
And
seasons?
yes,
Okay.
yep, the big one. The big
Yeah.
one that's always has the circus in it. That's how I remember it because I was as a kid, that's where we went
Yeah.
to see the circus. So,
Yeah.
like I said, that's at the end of this month. Nominations for Farmer of the Year is out there, FFA Rising Star. So if you know of anyone that should be awarded, nominations and forms are out there and they are live.
Sure. Okay. Band festival around the corner as well. It'll be here before you know it.
Yes, it's less than 75 days away.
Mhm.
It's over Memorial Day weekend, starting on May 22nd,
Right.
going through that Monday, Sunday. The carnival is the same. The marketplace is there.
Mhm.
We're finalizing some food vendors. Our entertainment lineup is all set, ready to go, starting that Thursday. And obviously the big parade happens on Saturday, and so
Yep.
the committee and myself have been working and on getting marching bands here.
Yeah.
But yes, very excited.
Got some great bands showing up too here for that weekend. So
Yes,
it'll be fun.
local bands, bands kind of around Iowa. So super excited to bring those to the North Iowa community.
Yeah. And let's hope for some super nice weather. I remember some years, 2 weeks before Band Fest, and we're like looking at each other going, we're going to have a band festival in 2 weeks. And it was like 20 degrees, and then, but things do change and it just all of a
Right,
sudden we get blessed on that.
right.
Hey, Christina, go ahead.
No, I just said I'll worry about the weather when it gets here. But right now, that's not my focus yet.
Right.
Christina, I was going to ask you one more question before we go. How many people are employed by Hogan Brummer Moore? How many do you have on staff?
I feel like I'm about 25 or so.
25. No, I would have never guessed that.
Most people won't. Some people come
Yeah.
into the cemetery and they're like, wow, it's so busy here. We do a lot of things. So we service a lot of families.
That's incredible. Do a great job and appreciate. I've been there many times for visitations and things like that, and you guys do a great job. Christina, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Should be a lot of fun. Sports page from 4 until 6. All right, our business after hours here with the Mason City Chamber, and I thank you too, Kelby, and you guys have yourself an awesome day. Okay.
All right.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.